Good afternoon and welcome to the National Centre for Bowling at here Northfield for day 6 of the 2025 Bowl Scotland National Championships. For the 3:30 session, if the umpires have checked and passed your polls, you may now commence your trial ends. Best wishes to all players and teams on their journey to become national champions.
Good afternoon and welcome back to live coverage of the 2025 Bowl Scotland National Championships for the National Centre for Bowling in Air. You can watch live action every day this week on the Bowl Scotland YouTube channel and on Facebook as well. Up next is ladies singles first round tie, Lesley Doig against Emma Mitchell. This will be a very interesting game between two top players. Paul Mitchell, Colin Noonan is alongside me for this one, and we've seen a few games this week, first round ties, go pretty one-sided. It's the last thing I'm expecting in this one.
Yeah, good afternoon, Paul. Good afternoon, everyone. I've been looking forward to this one all week. It's the one tie that's kind of really jumped out at me to say, here's two. I mean, there's lots of cracking players here, but two former champions. Both Lesley and Emma have strong pedigree in the competition, and whilst Emma's won this a couple of years ago, Lesley some years prior, but equally Lesley has previous experience even on the world stage, so I'm really looking forward to this contest. Should be a good one. We know it's on a very playable rink, and it'll be interesting to see who settles first, and I'm expecting a high class, high quality game.
A flurry of activity across all of the greens here at the National Bowling Centre. Good crowds in as well today as we get ready for the ladies singles first round match. Strathmiglo and Gilmerton are the clubs represented. Lesley Doig, Emma Mitchell are the players. We shall let you watch the trial ends, and we'll join you for the start of the match. Well, as first round ties go, it's not easy for either of these players. Two strong players. Lesley Doig will get us underway. Emma Mitchell, the 2023 champion, and I should declare at this stage no relation, just in case anybody's wondering.
No conflict of interest there then? No?
Definitely not. Oh, it's nice to see somebody with the surname Mitchell being able to play bowls. I do hope my brother's not watching. He might be slightly put out by that. Nice contrast in the bowls as well. Stickers for Lesley. It's a little bit inside the line again. Dark box with the blue decal for Emma.
Line from Lesley. Yeah, picks up the jack on the way through. Slightly overplayed, but she'll be happy with the outcome.
Change of hand.
Yep, no hesitation from Emma. Straight down the other side. Just gave this a chance. Just played it up a little bit shy. Lesley also moving to the other side. Just set it off on a good line. How's your weight, Lesley? Yeah, pretty decent. Just held on the outside, but it's Emma with the last bowl of the end. She'll be looking to again down that side. She's very close to picking up the jack.
No
well
reason
played.
not to be up.
Well played.
That's an exceptionally good result for her. Now you see it, it's tucked behind that back green ball. Came through. It was nicely done. There it is, there's the jack. And a nice two to start. What was nice about that end is the shot just moved around nicely.
Yeah, it did, Paul. Couple of jack moves there. I think you guys at home maybe just missed that last delivery. We didn't see it on the screen, but Yeah, it was a great backhand draw, just picked the jack up, moved it a few inches to the back green bowl and yielded the count of 2.
Mitchell, like many bowlers, not just proficient at bowls, good footballer as well.
She's picked quite a narrow line there. It hasn't really gone too far at all.
So you mentioned the fact she was a good footballer. It's just trying to resist the temptation. You know, Scotland do have a fairly decent ladies football team, and they do. I'm not sure about England. You don't hear much about them.
No, you don't actually. I've never really seen much in the media in the last few days. No major competitions, of course, taking place recently.
Oh no, certainly not. This could be a good opening here from Lesley. Round she comes. Well played.
Yeah, settled nicely on that side. Just needs a correction on our last couple of deliveries. She's set this off on a better line. It's holding up quite nicely for her. Just dipped away at the death, so opportunity. Lesley, she's changing her side. She's coming down the ditch side. Maybe just look to tidy this up a little. Again, picked a really nice line. Looks like a fairly nice weight too. Well played.
As we expected, we thought both these players would hit the ground running. Just want to fall under the line. There's a nice little target there. Not convinced. Lesley had enough weight, so a real good chance here.
Certainly is. Lesley has picked a super line down that side. Once again, what an end from Lesley Doig.
Oh, it's tremendous stuff. Finding form, finding four.
I was chatting to Lesley just before she went out there, and she was telling me how nervous she was. I guess maybe being back here, back singles, back playing on the live stream, having taken a little bit of a break from the game. So yeah, that will settle any nerves, I'm certain.
Not only was it a 4, but it was a good 4, really good 4. You know, it's not like you were a little bit loose and your opponent was loose. This was really top class stuff.
Yeah, and interestingly, she played 2 in the backhand down there and 2 on the forehand. So she'll now be confident playing either hand in this particular direction. So yeah, a great 4, and let's see how this next one pans out.
I find that quite interesting that Lesley obviously felt that was really in the way of her opponent's ball, so she decided to change. Change 2 from Emma. That's the shot. Close on it.
Should be enough for the shots. Probably maybe a couple of feet short. from that particular side. Not really over the weight, just didn't move. Contrast, I think it was just the line left that one short. So both girls coming down for a look.
Reasonably good day of blue skies. A few wisps of cloud around, but it really is very pleasant out there.
The great line. Yeah, just unlucky. Clear line. Should have made the shot. But now a chance for Emma to add one. Just wonder if she'll move back to the forehand, the left hand side of the rink as we look to avoid turning Lesley's ball in. Looks like what she's doing. Super line. How's your weight? Just got snarled in the front.
Did it fall down enough? That's the question.
Umpire called.
That itself, I think, is a good call. Don't hang about.
No time wasted. If you're not sure, get it measured.
So there's 3 balls there. That's potentially because Lesley's not sure which of her 2 are the closest, so get them both measured. Ideally measure the dart ball first.
This is the one that they thought was closest. No, looks like 2 shots coming in for Emma.
It's worth a double check.
Yeah.
So we go to 4 apiece after 3.
Good reply from Emma. grimace from Lesley when she delivered that one. Just picked the high line.
Coming down again.
I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right. I've not got. You're laughing. Can you play?
Well, that held up, might catch her own. And that was the danger. Just to nick her out at that angle.
We're only playing with three. And I went, I said, oh, there's four. Why is there four? She said, because it'll be the fours. I said, well, it's not. We go play with one. There's so much you're getting, isn't it? Ah, right, so that'll be
Pretty decent line from Emma
what do
again.
the doubles play with? As well, so singles, doubles play with four.
Has to be looking on.
So Lesley down the forehand.
Fabulous.
She'll look to just sit the wide bowl and even get a corner of the jack over to her own. Oh, how unlucky.
Looks like three from here.
The people that are playing. Alright, I thought I went was each stand.
You see Lesley prepared to concede that ball but doesn't really want to turn it out just in case it changes anything. But either way, after she's had a look, she's decided that it's 3 shots.
So Emma Mitchell. Again, basically out of nowhere in 2023 to win this title, representing Gilmerton Bowling Club in Edinburgh. That's Lesley's opening ball, just past jack high. And when you look around the players this week, you'll see them wearing their club colours, usually with a round badge of some sort. So that's nicely played. Gilmerton have got a very strange badge. It's almost a double circle with a couple of balls at the bottom. I'm not quite sure what the top part of the logo represents. I'm currently trying to figure out what it does represent. It looks like an office building with a pair of shoes on top of it, but I'm pretty certain that's not what it is.
Yeah, Paul's just showed me that kind of in the commentary box here, so I'm not sure what that is either. So if you're from Gilmerton Bowling Club and you know what the thing is at the top of the badge, drop us a message in the chat and we'll let everybody know.
Gets a little borrow. Both players will come and have a little look at this.
Emma might elect to play down the ditch side and try and match the wide light green balls of Lesley, just in case the jack gets chipped over in that direction. Yeah, just a bit narrow So Lesley with a chance down her forehand, the left hand side of the rink, inside the dark green bowl, with an opportunity to get some kind of contact on the bowl or the jack that currently lies the shot. If the jack springs to the right hand side, then she has a chance of counting a 2, maybe even a 3. A little bit of risk too. Doesn't want to half her own out the head, and certainly does not want to turn the dark green bowl in for another.
In the end, picks up nothing on that occasion. And it's a single shot. I have to say, Colin, I actually enjoyed the pace at which these players are playing at.
Yeah, we did actually just have a quick chat about that before we came on air there, and said that we thought this game would move along at quite a pace, because neither player wasting much time at all, and that's how it's worked out thus far. Emma sticking with a short to medium length jack. Just switched her hand at the last moment there.
Looks like it's done a no harm.
It's worked out very well.
I wonder if that's what I'm doing wrong.
Well, perhaps maybe you're just playing with the wrong hand.
Just going slightly, but I'm bad enough right-handed. I'd hate to think what it would be like left-handed.
You should try it. It doesn't have to make you concentrate.
You know what, that's already crossed my... I'm going to do that when I get back to my home club. Probably most people wouldn't notice the difference.
That little stamp of the foot suggests this is perhaps quick. Yep.
Nicely down again.
Yeah, interesting to see what Lesley chooses here. She may like just to play the draw. She may like not to mess about and go quick.
It's interesting to see exactly what Alan Mitchell will do, because there's certainly a running shot on. And as you can hear over the PA, the next round of matches has started. As the route to becoming national champion continues.
Yeah, we've heard that ring out over the centre for the last 6 days.
Now then, that's a fair old target.
Well, it is. I'm slightly surprised that Emma didn't elect to cover the back, because I'm pretty certain this will go strong. Yeah, she's taken one out, so just missed the line of fraction, Lesley, but she'll be happy that she's removed one.
Six end played, 10-4, and rather strangely, Leslie's only end that she won was the second end. It was a brilliant 4. She's not been on the card since.
Yeah, she's not actually played too badly. I think Emma's just outplayed her in the first few bowls. You know, she's built up some good confidence, trailing the jack, you know, away for a couple of shots, and she's just pushed on from there. Slightly shorter jack too. Lesley was favouring the slightly longer jack length. Much like the game we saw previously with, you know, Ian McLean and Steve McClellan, the chance to get the first ball in is wide open. You know, Emma's not, she's not nailed it as such, you know, on top. So it gives Lesley room. So she's taking the chance this time. Should just swing away. It's another very good line from Lesley. Nice pace.
Put the brakes on here.
Yeah, but it's a good ball. It's a good second shot. Another tidy looking line. Have you pushed it? Yeah,
Beautiful shot. Judged the weight perfectly.
just kind of framed it a little, unfortunately.
That's the downside. Emma not hanging around.
No, it's a little bit wild on the hit, so chance for Lesley to add to her score of 4 and close the gap. You can see she's taken absolutely no chances on that line.
It will be 2. And the 2 shots. There's the nod. This was a lovely shot. Coming all the way across. And that was quite a big target for Emma Mitchell, but she was unable to change anything from it. Strathmiglo Bowling Club, 125 on the back of Lesley Doig's jersey. So many clubs around the country, got great history, and she's played this well.
Yes, lovely correction. I will also look to correct. Just an extra yard or so on her last delivery. Picked a good line. Doesn't want this back.
No, it's nicely played.
Yeah, well done. Same for Lesley, you would think. Again, a pretty decent line. She pushed it though. she'll be disappointed with that. There's nothing for short at this length. Emma again down on a good line, but also just pulling up short, so not punishing that. Markers indicating a measure.
Close look, but obviously Lesley will play first. We'll try and influence the end here. More than likely change what Emma might be thinking.
Lesley opting for the other side of the rink. Can she drop onto her own?
Doesn't want to
Yeah,
touch
she's
that
played
other
this
one.
really
That's
well.
Beautiful. Didn't want to nick it in. Needed it full. Has done so. Good shot selection and even better execution.
Yeah, there's perhaps more percentage play for Lesley on the other side. You know, turn her own, set the jack high bowl. The only thing she couldn't afford to do was to be dragged tight into the short bowl of Emma's. Emma doesn't have the same kind of luxury. She pretty much has to go down this backhand side and hope she can drop in either for the shot or to trail the jack for two. Yeah, it's a good try.
A good couple of ends for Lesley Doig. And picks up another couple. Just watch the green ball to the right hand side of your picture. The dark green. If you were going to catch it, you had to catch it firm. Watching, wondering where Strathmiglo is. It is a village and parish north east of Fife, along the River Eden. The old A91 road. It's actually a very charming little place.
Just failing to punish the slack opening delivery by Lesley, so she has another opportunity. She's not needing asked twice, so yeah, first to be in and around the area on this end.
Clips under. Just not quite the connection she was looking for.
The ideal line, I think, is just outside that front green bowl for Emma. Or is he just having a look at the position? So we've made our mind up and go back to the mat with one shot in our head and go and try and execute it to the best of our ability. Some swing down that side. Marker just having a look. He'll give us an indication. He believes it's 2 to red. Let's see what Emma's got by means of a reply to that. Also down the forehand side. Good weight. This will come all the way back, but is she running?
Just need a little bit more push from there. One out. And we'll check for number 2. Good comeback though from Lesley. It was just, you're always in danger when your opponent reaches double figures. When you're on 4, that might just start to get away from you. But she's settled well.
She has. Emma just went on a run there. You know, 4 ends in a row, 2, 3, 1, 2, and you know, accelerated on to 10. I didn't feel like there was that much in the game.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest. So 2 shots to Lesley Doig.
Amber Peel's at 10. Well short, probably the loosest opening ball we've seen. Beautiful line. Yeah, I was about to say I'm surprised Lesley's not switched, but she has. She's gone the wide side. See the different line between the 2 bowls there. Emma came well inside that front one the first time round. And this time she's gone outside it and she's got the same result, so that hand very forgiving. There's a nice tolerance to that hand. Line 2.
shot to execute this, but a chance all the same to arrive on the two balls. Move the jack to the back of the rink. Can you drop in time? I hope so. Now an opportunity for Emma to add a third.
It was a very inviting shot though, wasn't it? It would have looked appetising.
It is, and you can understand why Lesley gave it the green that she did, because she would have expected that to have dropped, you know, in the same way that the hand's been drawing. But runners on that side, especially if you just go over the line, tend to just run straight. So, inside or outside the bowl this time, Paul? What do you think?
I like the inside line. I just think there was less damage you could do from the point of view of drawing up short. I'm surprised she is short there.
Yeah, I think you could have taken a brave line there, and that you know, on the outside of the bowl again, and that would have kept you off the danger.
Yeah. Well, this match is motoring along at some pace. Just the one single that came in number 5. It's been doubles or better. Still 2 days of action to come at the National Championships for 2025. Join us again tomorrow. We'll have 3 more games for you, and then on Saturday we have the gents and the ladies finals. Again, slightly under the line. Yeah, head down from Lesley. I think she was fairly clear she hadn't pushed that one. It's forced Emma to the other side of the rink though. Again, how good's your weight? Not running. Good enough line. This will be enough for 2. Well played. But still room for Emma. Drifting just inside her own green bowl with good weight, will secure the shot. Got it away well, but I'm not convinced there's enough weight in it. Yeah, she's just pulled up short. I think that will probably put Lesley back on the other side. A wise move, I feel, coming to have a look. She can play down the other side with some confidence. It's her own bowl coming in, or if she's just round it, then she'll add another. I feel there's too much danger going down the forehand side of the rink. Overplayed it. I think they played it with a weight where she was looking to contact her own in the front. That would have been absolutely fine, but either way, she cards a 2 and we have a tied game. players continue to score in bunches. The last 6 ends, I've all seen 2s. As we motor towards the business end of the game.
We certainly do. There's only been one single in the game. A single in the 5th end for Emma. The rest have been multiples. 2, 3, 4.
We mentioned it earlier, but both players quite quick deliveries. I mean, there are some people who it's the equivalent of a rain delay watching them try to bowl. Both nice deliveries, both consistent in their deliveries. And again, the opening bowls not quite what we've been used to.
Lesley's normally, unless I've missed something, she's normally led down the other side. Played a few crackers on this side, to be fair.
And it comes again, not quite finding the weight they're looking for.
Yeah, Emma not punishing the slack deliveries from Lesley, so Lesley has another chance. Just a small adjustment on weight will be enough to give her the shot. Where that's finished is awkward, I think, for Emma's backhand, so she will also switch down to the forehand side of the rink, but she's missed the line.
Yeah, she turned her back on that one very, very quickly indeed.
That's not the widest line either, but it really just needs to be good weight and find the gap. You know, so a bit of a wild end really from both players, but Emma, last ball in hand, down through the gap on the forehand, chance of the bowl or the jack, and again under the line. It's an end they'll both want to forget.
Well, if both are going to have a bad end, it's nice to emerge with a shot from it, and that's what Lesley Doig will do. For the first time since end number 2, when she got in the card for the first time with a 4, she will take the lead. So 13 plays 12. Well, Lesley Doig started as a 9-year-old. Her dad was a bowler. Her sister had already started to play. It was a wise decision. 3 times junior singles champion, 2008, 2011 and 2015. Commonwealth Games 3 years later.
And a silver medal at the World Championships in 2016. Beaten by one of the singles players we mentioned earlier, Karen Murphy in the final. A really good game to watch, that one. Lesley down early on and started a really good comeback against Karen Murphy, and Karen Murphy played the winning bowl, winning, I think she was leading 17-15 or 17-14 against Lesley, and she's played probably one of the best bowls I've ever seen in my life. She trailed a jack almost a yard on a 21-22 second green for a 4. I think one of those you maybe get, I don't know, 1 in 100, 1 in 200, I don't know, but carded a 4 to move herself to 21, so to take the world title.
That's two good bowls from Emma Mitchell.
Yeah, this is now quite tricky for Lesley. She almost needs to play a bit of a recovery here to set it up. Yeah, that's good. It's better. Carrying more weight than she would like with that one. Choice of shots now for Lesley. Draw down either side. If she stops on either back bowl, then guarantees second, but obviously a chance of the first shot at the same time. Set this off on a great track. Grabs that jack, she makes two. Well played, Lesley Doig.
It's a beautiful ball, very composed shot, and does make the most of it. This is not an easy one to reply to.
Same chance though, you know, down the forehand side. Any contact on the jack and it chips over to Emma's dark green bowls. She gave this a buzz, you know.
Oh, it's a great effort.
What a try.
She looks to the heavens.
Yeah, just when that looked like it was shaping up quite badly for Lesley, she plays a bit of a worldie and gets herself out of trouble. Great bowl with her third to open it up, and a fabulous bowl with her last to trail the jack for two.
As we enter this 14th end, 15 plays 12. A little bit loose opening from both.
A bit of a similar pattern to the last time coming in this direction. So I'm sure both players will be keen to make the corrections with their second deliveries.
Having dropped 6 of the last 7 ends. It's quite an important ball to try and come in here. Just not finding it at the moment.
She's picked two perfect lines. She's made a correction from her first to her second, but just not enough. Lesley also looks like she's missed a line. Well, she'll definitely get back from that line. Is she clear? Yeah, she is. Yeah, the wee little corner just helped it out. us a chance. Has she drawn the shot? Just unfortunate, I think. Marker will tell us, but it looks like it could be one blue. Yeah.
Emma just comes out, has a little look.
She'll switch sides. She's got a chance to play the same bowl as Lesley. Come up to the green one, face the green one away.
Not sure she was overly convinced. I think she just settled for the single. Get the jack back in her hand. She's played some nice balls on this ditch side. Chooses to open up. Yes, well played.
Nicely done.
Well, these two players have met in the national championships before. It's 2023. Emma Mitchell getting past Lesley Doig en route to the title. Quite enough, despite the fact there's only two balls being played by Lesley Doig. She's asked to come up to have a look.
I'm not really shocked that she's asked to come up and have a look. This is quite awkward. There's nothing particularly obvious. She would like another close one. Then she won't want to play down the forehand to promote any of Emma's two balls, which she could get dragged onto. You can see there's a gap between the two balls in the front and a direct route to the jack. Is that too risky? Probably. Nothing to fear for Emma. Down the forehand. A couple of turns on any of her green balls will yield two.
Well, she's decided to play the other hand, which is a little bit of a surprise. What will it yield? Well, I'll tell you what, she's come round nicely and drawn the shot, but I genuinely thought she would have played off her own two balls, but credit to her.
Yeah.
A gutsier shot.
trust Lesley terribly much here. There's maybe an attacking option between our own two bowls. She may just like to play the dead draw.
Well, if symmetry is your thing, after 15 ends, 15 apiece. 6 shots required to find themselves in round 2, which takes place tomorrow. Of the 15 ends, we've had more than a single scored. Averaging 2 shots per end. She's willing this one on, which tends to suggest it's short.
That's a pattern that's developed in this direction, certainly the last 3, maybe even 4 times coming in this direction. There's been a pattern of balls that have missed the line but predominantly pulling up short, and there's another.
Held on for a long time before it will start to slightly swing. Both players improving on their first. Well, there's certainly something. It's a plastic cup. Well, if you are going to get something streaking across the green, thankfully it's just a plastic cup.
Probably the best line he's picked. Fraction over. That is not the widest line at all. So
it's
no
not
change
here either.
No change. Chance for Lesley to draw the shot. Line's not too bad. How's your pace?
Want that just to hold up, doesn't want it to fall out.
Markers indicating 1 red.
I think the marker's correct. Well, barely a ball finishing on the right side. Certainly playing better ends moving down than the ends that we have just seen.
Yeah, but this player's just struggling with line and length, actually, in the direction that they've just played. Much longer length this time.
Single shot separates the players. Both have won 8 ends apiece. This looks better.
Certainly
Come
does.
through.
Yeah, just beyond, but a good start. This is good from Lesley.
Right on.
Yeah, very nice. Nicely done. You can see how that brings the bowl on the left hand side very much into play. Missed the line.
It's not there.
This is just going to go under the jack, but it's a great effort. Lesley persisting with this side of her last delivery. Turns her back on it very quickly.
The ball fell down as well there. So perfect draw required. Well, it's going to move to 17-15. It's a single shot to Lesley Doig. Remember, she did trail by 4 shots to 10 against. It's a little bit breezy out there.
It is, but it's nice to see the sun still shining. I don't think it's terribly warm, but as I say, in these parts when it's like this, it's not raining yet.
It's very short. It's good, but it's not lockdown material.
Needs the jack. Oof.
No touch. There's the chalk, but well set back. This does look a better line.
Yeah, the weight looks much better too. Yeah, still ran a yard through, didn't it?
Just refused to stop. This is a glorious chance for Emma Mitchell. Try and get herself back on level terms. A couple of good balls here to put the pressure on. Swinging in, much better.
Lesley has to deploy damage limitation here, I feel.
Second shot required. Anything else?
Much better line.
As a prize, let's see where she comes.
She's left at half park. This could be a terribly, terribly cheap count. Yeah, that's
Well,
if that's a 4, that's a very, very cheap 4. Yeah. The marker has 4 behind his back. I'm pretty sure he's going to show everyone that in a moment. Yeah, 4 shots. Goodness.
well, it's just a bad end. Having won the end, having taken the jack and gone longer. Lesley Doig's balls not to her normal standard. And if you compare that to the 4 that she won at the second end, which nice tight head right round, well, that was a bit of a gift.
Certainly was, but Leslie's experienced enough to be able to put that behind her, and just play the match out now.
Just little steps, win the next end. Of course, both players can actually see the match out. Now then, Lesley, shrug off that last end. Let's see what's here.
Just needs to run a bit more. Yeah, still a yard short. Those short balls are starting to plague Lesley a little.
It's just not coming back.
Yeah, unusual. You'd expect to have seen that drop down to at or near the jack, but no, stuck out there. That looks like the line.
Change of hand.
This has to be up.
Giving it a chance.
Yeah, she's played it. Well played.
I'd be tempted to follow that.
Yeah, I would have too, but Lesley electing still to play the other side. So Emma gets the first chance for a match lie. Very similar delivery to the last, I'm sure. She's set it down a good track.
She's given us a chance.
She just overplayed it,
It's
maybe?
going to come through. Will it fall? And it's just one.
Yeah, I think it's just over.
Well, going into the last end, she was 17-15 down. Picked up that 4. And unless Lesley can change it, she'll be a single shot away.
Yeah, Lesley will change her side. She's got to go down there. Try and stop on the shot ball. Just give it a chance. Can she hold up? She doesn't want to slice this jack. She does not want to slice it. Well played, Lesley Doig. Bit of risk involved in that, but the reward was also high.
And we're at 19 after 19. Nice 2 to pick up. Well, it's been littered with 2s. It wouldn't surprise us if this was the final end.
No, not at all. And I'm sure it's in the mind of both players that they have desperately struggled with their first balls in this direction. I think this first ball is really important. You know, you want to win it here. You don't want to lose it, and by that I mean you do not want to have the kind of end that we've seen the last few in this direction and throw the game away by, you know, lack of consistency on line and length.
Better line might be coming through. Let's see where it stops. Yeah. Narrower line.
It's holding on tall. It's not gone as far as I thought.
Emma goes to the open hand, but I think she's a little bit narrow as well. Where does that come?
So, a great chance for Lesley to put another one close. That is the best line of the three balls so far, I would suggest. Needs to run. Needs to run.
She's holding two, but it would surprise most people if Emma didn't get at least second shot.
She's narrow as well. You don't get many better chances than this. Emma will be bitterly disappointed with her first three deliveries. As I said at the start of the end, Paul, what you don't want to do here is lose a cheap two.
If your opponent's going to get over the line, you don't want to be the one pushing them.
Strange, Emma's played most of her opening balls on the other side of the rink.
Is this going to be the shutdown ball? It's a match lie, but it's not a lockdown lie.
Good line. Yep, she's played it. This is now very difficult for Emma.
Well, for Emma here, the prize is second shot. Just make sure you can go again another end.
Yeah, I think the question is, how do you get second shot?
Well, she keeps undergrassing.
So she is maintaining forehand. Just needs to give it a chance on the line. Well, she looks under, but she's not finished. Oh, she's saved the game, I think.
We're going to have a look.
Wow.
Well, big balls require big moments, and that was a big moment because she was in a heap of trouble. And it is a single.
I'm pretty sure her heart would have been in her mouth when she let that one go, because she knew she was under the line and somehow found a path through the pile of front balls to get in for second shot, and on we go.
Well, this was Lesley Doig's final ball of the end. She'd hoped it was her final ball of the match. It came in beautifully. It said a match lie. Whatever happens, she needs it. Emma Mitchell will have the final ball. quite what you're looking for at this stage of the game. Now can Emma get a better opening ball? She has struggled at times. No, that's not too bad.
She's played a cracking start on opening ball. Oof, don't know where that was going. It took a bit of a wobble coming down that side.
It did. Similar ball. We made a match lie.
This is just about pace because the line's very good. So Lesley Doig's turn to face match lie against. Change of side. Good line. Just needs to collect something on the way in. Through the hole.
Emma can play a similar ball or keep it slightly wider so there's no danger.
Picked another good line. Doesn't want the jack.
Gotta be careful.
Oh dear. Well, I've cut it to 1.
Cut it to 1, but has made life tough.
Well,
big decisions coming here.
again, this is a. Do you want to win it, or do you not want to lose it?
I want to win it, so I'd be playing to play onto the green ball to try and spring the jack.
Yeah, I think the risk is that she gets dragged tight onto the green balls and just lifts it up once and loses the match. So, and I don't think the jack is touching the ball, so it's not a case of just crack an egg on it. And she's on the wide side. She's given this a great try, by the way.
Oof.
Well,
is that a shoulder?
well, it's also tricky for Emma. You know, she can play down the forehand side, she can sit the ball. Maybe the less obvious shot is to go down the ditch side with less risk and hope to promote your own green ball a couple of turns. I think there's less chance of putting the green ball onto the jack and losing the match, as opposed to play the other side and be 2-3 feet over and punch it through to lose the game. So it's will depend how she feels. There's an opportunity, I think, with fairly low risk down this backhand side.
That's the shot she's gone for.
But we're going to decide her. We're going all the way.
And who doesn't like a final end? Well, we're appeals at 15, we're appeals at 19, we're appeals at 20. Both of these players having had a match lie. Emma Mitchell has the advantage of mat placement, jack placement. Lesley Doig has the advantage of last ball of the game. Now what you can see in the background there is the corners filling in as people realise it's a 2020 game.
Yeah, word quickly goes round the complex that there's a tight game on, and you can see the crowds just gathering there.
Now you want one good ball. Try and knock it on the head.
The retail marquee will be closing at 5:30.
Once again, both players pulling up short in this direction.
She's played under the line so often coming this way. What's she going to get here?
She's picked a great line. She's going to gather the jack. Let me push Lesley to the backhand side. Try and come in between the two balls. She's just overgreened it.
I think so, but how much contact is she getting?
Well, that at first glance didn't look particularly good, but actually Lesley has favoured this ditch side coming down here, so now she has an opportunity to just sit the jack high bowl for the match.
What's to come round?
Yeah, well played.
That's a good ball as well.
Certainly is.
But to no one's surprise, Lesley Doig wants to come up and have a look at this. I did mention she does have the advantage of the last ball. She'll be thrilled with what she sees, but there are worse situations to be in. Faced these situations before.
Needs to be clear. Look at the weight. The weight is absolutely spot on.
Now then, Emma Mitchell, what do? You try and drop something short on the forehand, take the shot away, force your opponent onto their backhand.
I don't think there's any value in putting another one in the area. I'm maybe with you, Paul. I think I'd be dropping one 3 or 4 yards short into the forehand side, just so it's in Lesley's eye. Gosh, she's playing into the head here. What is she doing?
Where's this going? Where's this
oh,
going?
Dearie
Oh,
me. Well,
the ball has fallen. If there's small mercies for Emma Mitchell, it's that. But oh my word, and she knows it.
I can't quite believe she played that. She's just given Lesley an opportunity that she just did not have. Backhand, yard of running to win the match.
Last ball.
Too quick, I think.
It's trying, it's almost got it, but it's too far.
Yeah.
And it's Emma Mitchell who gets over the line.
Yeah, and what a sigh of relief she'll be breathing there after that last delivery, because the head was pretty much tied up. Lesley had a chance, albeit a very difficult one, but she presented Lesley with just a sniff of a chance that she very nearly took. But what a game, what a match. Credit to both players.
Really enjoyable contest with its Edinburgh over Fife on this occasion. And the 2023 winner continues in her quest to try and win this title for the second time. Here's the final ball. It was a much better look. There was a lot to try and get in there. Just wanted to rest, but just too much in the end, and drifted away. Well, you really get a bad 21-20 game. I'll tell you what, that was an awful lot of fun, and Emma Mitchell, now that it's over, can enjoy it. Matches being played to completion across the 5 greens. We'll be back tomorrow morning on the live stream. We do hope you can join us there for day 7 of the Scottish National Championships from Ayr Northfield. All these greens will be busy. We'll be back with our coverage at about 9:30 tomorrow. For Colin, myself and all the team, thanks for watching. Bye for now.